Hi everybody, this is a quick video to show you how to resize the really popular flared handbag. Somebody's just asked me to show them how to make it smaller. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it in. There it is in my library. So everything to do with this handbag comes in one SVG file, and you also get this little message here which just tells you that the red handles exactly fit the shape of the bag, and the green ones give you a little bit of a 2mm overlap. So if you're perhaps a bit less confident about assembly, you might choose to use the green ones. And then it also tells you that you've got to delete that message when you've read it. So I'm just going to go ahead first and convert all the score lines, and the way to do that with my SVGs, as usual, it's that top group in the layers panel over on the right hand side. Second line down, the first group, you just click on the name of the group like that and it selects everything in it. With that selected, you go over to the operations menu, click on basic cut and go down to score, and you can see it changes those lines to dashed lines, so you know they've been scored. And then what you have to do is, with that group still selected as it was, you go back to the layers panel up at the top and you click ungroup. Then you need to select the second group, which is everything else on screen, all the coloured pieces, all the little mini cuts within them, and you just ungroup them. And then as a final step, you click right at the top of the layers panel again so that you select everything on screen and you ungroup once more. So now we can delete that little black message which we don't need, and then we decide which handles we're going to use. I'm going to use the red ones, so I'll get rid of the green ones. And now we need to attach the score lines to the pieces that they relate to. If we don't attach them, as you can see, the scores move on their own, and you don't want that to happen. So click on screen somewhere near a piece and its scores, drag a box to enclose it, go back over to the layers panel and click attach from the bottom. And then when you move it, everything moves together. And they'll all be on the same mat as well. So you need to do that for every piece on screen that has score lines. Click on screen somewhere near it, drag a box and attach. These are the side panels. Attach. And this is the handbag back. The front, as you can see, has that tiny little slot for this little closing flap that goes over the top. Right, so the person who wants this to make this smaller has asked me to reduce it down to about 8 inches wide, which was roughly 20 centimeters in English money. So I think the easiest way to do that really is to bring in a shape which is the size you want it to be. So I've brought that square in. I'm going to make it 20 centimeters wide. And that's the size that the ladies asked me to reduce these down to. So then I'm going to zoom out so we can see everything. You need to select everything else except that shape, and you just use one of the corner handles and reduce things. And I'm going to keep going until I think that biggest handbag piece is going to fit within my shape. I'm just going to send that to the back so I can see the handbag piece on top of it. Still a little bit big, so get it out of the way again, select everything, take it in a little bit smaller. Not quite. And all I'm doing is selecting everything. I don't need to group it, as long as I've just selected it all together. Design Space treats it as a group, and you just use again the corner handle to take it in, and I'm just bringing that shape down each time to see if it will fit within my, oops, wrong one, 20 centimeters, which it will. So this now will actually cut from A4 or letter size card. I think that's probably why she's wanting it down at that size. So what I'm going to do with this shape I've brought in, yeah, let me have a think. Because, so basically, if you were going to stop there, you could stop there. if I now make that an actual A4 size, so let's call it 21 by 29.7. Letters somewhere near, but it will do it this for sake of argument. So I can bring that over here, and you can see that there's actually a little bit wasted on the paper. I guess you could bring, yeah, so what you do is, I guess, is you just bring a side panel down and squeeze that on, and you could do that with the other one as well. You could rotate that. That's if you're going to make it out of all the same card, of course. I think when I've made mine, I've used contrasting card, but that's one thing you could do. The other thing you could do, since you've reduced the width of the bag, this is just an extra thing. If all you're wanting to do is resize it, you can stop watching now. But I just wanted to show you one other thing you could do, because now we know that something else will fit on the bottom of that bag. You could save yourself a cut by actually welding the bag front and base together, because I think that together, yes, it will still cut. It'll cut from an A4. So again, if all you wanted to do is resize it, you can stop watching now. But if you'd like to know how to make a single piece out of these two pieces, keep watching. So I'm just going to select them both and align them to make sure that they're completely aligned. And then I'm just going to detach scores from that again, because I just want to, actually I'm just going to zoom in. I'm pretty sure I did get it in the right place. Yeah, pretty much. I might just use my cursor keys to nudge it down a little bit, but I'm pretty happy with that, really. So I just want to select the bag and the base, and I'm going to go back over to the layers panel, and I'm going to say weld. So now they are just one piece, and that piece there, didn't want it to move then, that piece there will cut from a single A4 sheet, but we need the scores back. So I'm just going to select that piece we've just welded. I'm going to send it to the back again, and there's the score. So again, we just select them both and attach. And now it just saves you one cut. It saves you a tiny little bit of assembly, because you can get the front and the base out of one piece. What we got there? 25. I'm just thinking if you were actually then, if you were going to work on A4, I wonder if that would. Ooh, only just not. I was thinking you might get that of an A3, but you won't. So anyway, I hope that helps. If you've got any questions about anything in this video, don't hesitate to come back to me. I'm always happy to help. Thanks a lot. Bye.